What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode, episode number 257. And apologies if I have the sniffles today in my video. I've got a little bit of a cold, sorry about that. But anyway, we start today's episode off with the new season. Yay! New season. Of course, the last episode we had a Champions League final, and then we wrapped off the season directly after that. And we are here in the new season, which is fantastic. We have a budget of £27.5 million, wage of 130, I think it is, and we've been asked to win everything, which is the norm really on FIFA. I think every single time you go to a club with 5-star for the rating, they always expect you to win everything, which is fine, I suppose, but maybe a little bit unrealistic. But anyway, we start the episode off with some transfers, of course. A couple of free agents there. There's some terrible free agents this year. Usually there's always one good free agent on the list, but this year they're all terrible. So apologies, I can't really deal with the free agents this year. But anyway, Balou Campenny now. This is my number one target. We don't have a lot of money, to be honest, if we want to win everything. But Balou Campenny's my number one target. Had him at Sunderland. Did that embarrassing deal with Southampton, where we just let him go for free in exchange for James Ward-Prowse, who was a complete flop. But even so, absolutely love Balou Campenny. Such an awesome player. 88 rated, only 24 I think he is, and of course he's Spanish, which is the best thing because we manage in Spain, and he's also got a high defensive work rate. So for those of you that have been saying replace Casemiro, I could well put Balou Campenny in the holding midfield slot. So that high defensive work rate could prove to be a very, very useful little thing. But anyway, Maz is going to Real Madrid. That's fine. I mean, it's a bit of rivals, obviously, but we never really use Maz. He's all right. He's got a lot of pace. He's got 5-star skills, but nothing really to his game other than that. And Balou Campenny, Southampton wanted a little bit more money, plus Griezmann, and I thought, well, I may as well offer it because he's worth it. He's genuinely worth it. I mean, he's grown up so fast in terms of rating, and of course, he does fit that position we need in the holding midfield area to replace Casemiro. So, yeah, he's worth it, and I'm sure we can probably get a bit more money, like we are doing here with Maz going to Real Madrid to make the way for some more transfers if we need it. So Maz looks like he's on his way to Real Madrid, and we also managed to get this free agent here, Bangura, a left back who is right-footed. Oh, I just hate that. I don't know why. It's one of those really trivial things. But Betch, I don't know how you pronounce that one, wanted to understand the role of the club, so we offer that, and I think, did we do that? I don't know. And yeah, there you go. And we are going to player gets sold here. It is Maz, goes to our bitter rivals. Again, not too disappointed. Obviously, it does strengthen the number 2 side in Spain now, which could come back to haunt us, but to be honest, I don't think it will because he's not really that good, and I'd rather take the money. And Balou Campenny, Southampton accepted the transfer, so we offer him a contract, and just hope he'll come in. Because he is an amazing player, and Betch also accepts the contract, that free agent left back who is left-footed, thankfully, and that is awesome news for us that he goes and accepts, and he comes into the club. We get a couple of transfer offers here as well, 3 actually, 1 for Santos Jr., 1 for Lorenzo Poque, and 1 for John Hero Quintero. For Santos Jr., it's Villarreal. I asked for $6.5 million because I think he's worth that. He's not really growing in terms of rating, but he's a good striker. And Lorenzo Poque, Real Madrid wanted him, and I was like, dude, seriously, he's a good player. $27.5 million, and I'll let you take another player off me, otherwise don't bother, mate. And Roma offered $10.5 million for Quintero, and this is a really good deal. I decided to counter for $12.5 million, but that's not a bad deal for one of my centre-backs. But anyway, Balou Campenny accepts the contract. Yes! Love Balou Campenny. He was good for Spain in the World Cup. He was good in our one season we had him at Sunderland. And in general, he's grown very fast. He's got that high defensive work rate, and I think he's very good. So he comes into the club. He'll replace Casemiro in the holding midfield slot. That's great. Real Madrid aren't going to go for Poque anymore, which is fine. Don't want him to go there anyway. And Mascaro is on his way to Barcelona. This guy is a regen of one of the players that retired a couple of years ago. And I decided to go in for another player. Sutil Torrado, centre-back, Real Madrid, doing a lot of business with our bitter rivals, aren't we? Sutil Torrado off Real Madrid. The reason I'm doing this is because obviously Quintero looks as though he could be on his way to Roma, and he's an awesome centre-back. He was good in the World Cup, he was a rock in the World Cup, and in general he looks very good. He looks very decent indeed. Only 26, 86 87 rated, and yeah, just robbing one of Real Madrid's star players is going to strengthen us. So anyway, Mosquera goes to Barca B. He's gone for 1 million, which is fine. Never used him, never wanted to. And Villarreal come back to us with Santos Jr. They say they're not going to bid that much, which is fine. And Quintero, Roma said they're not going to go higher than 10.5 million, which, you know, it's kind of okay, because that's 3 million more than his valuation. He's a good centre back. He's always been good for us, really. But to be honest, if we can get the money to sign someone even better, because, you know, 83 is, you know, don't get me wrong, it's a very good rating. But to be honest, now we're at Atletico Madrid. Now we're building a superstar team. You know, it falls below that 85 rating, which is sort of the norm now. You know, I want it to be 85 and up. So maybe Quintero's not going to develop anymore. Maybe we'll just let him go, and we'll use the money to sign someone better. And Sutil Torrado, that was a player I was thinking of. So Real Madrid wanted a bit more money, unsurprisingly, so we offered that, plus Guali, of course. So a bit more money plus Guali. And then Roma come back to us and say, once again, they're not going to go higher than 10.5 million. They're not going to go higher than 10.5 million. So I just thought, you know, I'll take it. You know, I mean, I would prefer a better centre back, and I prefer a better centre back anyway. And at the end of the day, I mean, I like Quintero. You know, he's our longest serving player since we've been at Atletico. Well, the one that we signed. But to be honest, you know, I would like a better centre back. You know, I mean, that's one of my weakest areas. And Real Madrid also come in for Trouser, man, and we say, mate, just give up. You know, it's like Real Madrid. You know, they couldn't beat us last year, so they're just trying to sign all our players. Embarrassing. But anyway, I asked the board for some more funds because it was getting desperate, and they said they'd only give us 2.8 million, which I thought is okay. You know, I mean, that's not bad. That's more than half of what I asked for. I'm not sure what happens if you press reject. I mean, do they sometimes come back to you with more? I don't know what happens if you press reject. If you do know, tell me, because I've never done that before. But I accepted it anyway. And yeah, we then decided to go back in for Sutil Torrado. As you saw, Quintero there go to around with Roma. And yeah, we go back in for Torrado, because he fits the criteria perfectly. You know, 87 rated, so really good. 26, so not exactly old. And Spanish, and a rock at the back. You know, that's all I'm asking, really, because obviously Spain is the nation we manage in, and I just want to sign as many Spanish players as possible, because I like to do that. You know, I like to do that. You know, I guess you could call it a little bit of realism, but in general, just I like that. I think it's a good little way of promoting domestic players, and of course, since we're managing Spain, it helps them grow for nation as well. But anyway, we let Celta Vigo come back for Sanchez Ayala if they offer 5 million. Never used him, so that's fine, but obviously he's a little bit under the valuation, so that's disappointing. We'd like to get at least a little bit more money if we can. And Real Madrid, once again, just didn't want to let go of Torrado. I was offering, and I was trying to find players that they could have on the swap deal as well, just saying, you know, come on guys, seriously, he's a good player, but let him go. You know, let him go to the champions. But we do offer 25.5 million plus Dos Reis Carvalho, the fullback we have, because we signed a couple of free agents in the summer. And Celta Vigo matched the £5 million for Sanchez Ayala. Never used him, so he's on his way. And this is a media article that says that they think we're going to finish second this year. Once again, they think that we won't be able to retain our title, and I think we'll probably be playing second fiddle to either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Most likely Real Madrid, considering what happened last season. And yeah, you know, it's to be expected, I suppose. But even so, disappointing, seeing as we won every single trophy last year. But we get a transfer offer for Guali here. It's PSG for £13.5 million. And Guali is an awesome player. We picked him up on a free agent, as I said before. Possibly Yaya Touré's regen. Not entirely sure about that, but he could be. But we asked for 16 million off PSG. Actually meant to go to 18 million, but I wasn't concentrating, and I ended up going 1 million below the valuation. So apologies, because you're probably sitting there thinking, oh my god, look what you're doing, that's a million less than his valuation. But yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so apologies for that. But anyway, yeah, we take on Freiburg. That's not the right pronunciation, but the German side anyway, for the first pre-season friendly, the free, and we take them on. And I had a few players in the shop window for this game, including Solano Moreno, who gets a nice header here after a great Leon Brito cross into the box, and that gives us a 1-goal lead in 28 minutes. And just after half time here, Pardipilo intercepts here, lovely piece of reading from our centre back, and this is some really nice football here. here. Lovely build-up. Junior plays it out wide to Poke. Dummies his way past, plays a chip ball in. It's a perfectly weighted ball in as well. There's Santos Jr. That was a really nice goal. I really enjoyed that. A team goal, nice passing, and a good end product to a very, very good run as well. And yeah, that is how the game finishes at 2-0. And as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. Just realised I'm coming towards the end. Thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please leave a like. That really helps my channel out and it's much appreciated. And it only takes a second. And yeah, I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode, probably tomorrow, if not sometime during the week.